here. Ifeoma Okoye wants to know about your starting up, the challenges that you faced starting, and some of the criticism that you faced, moving from, importing to actually setting up the factory. Then Ezeude Adelaja wanted to know how young. Well, I think you sort of mentioned that you said, 17, 18. So I think she wants to know how Ezeude Adelaja, how young they are. And then Akintola Kehinde, Christina again, is asking about how to thrive in a competitive market. Okay, so these are some of the questions there. But before those questions, Akawo Ekpa has his hand up. So I'm going to unmute you to ask your question, or you can unmute yourself. Or Colette, can you kindly unmute him so that he can ask his question? Okay, you can unmute and ask your question. Go ahead, ask your question. Colette, can you unmute him?
Yes, I'm trying to. I think he's muting as I'm unmuting. So let him unmute it.
Okay.
So,
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, my name is Akwawo. I just want to ask one question. In an economy like Nigeria, when power is a big issue, I found out that most industries, no matter how small, they thrive very well with power. They spend so much money on power and all that. So how have you managed to overcome these difficulties with power and all that in an economy like Nigeria over the years?
Okay, so thank you for that. So Nkrubi, you take those questions, including the ones about thriving in competitive market, challenges and criticism.
Okay. I remember that in 2010, when the then President Jonathan came to inaugurate my factory, I did mention to him in one of my speech that no foreigner, no matter how benevolent, develop Nigeria for us. And I did mention to him that my job as an entrepreneur is a very simple one, is to take young, ordinary Nigerians and make them extraordinary Nigerians. Those are the two critical information or message I left with him. People will always tell you that you cannot do anything, particularly if you're an entrepreneur. But my late dad also told me that impossibilities in business are possibilities that have not been tried. Okay? When I wanted to go into manufacturing from children, of course, I heard the normal story. You don't have any experience. You cannot be able to do it. The environment is too hostile. All this kind of thing they were saying. And I now asked some questions. I said, is this thing nuclear science? Am I going to produce nuclear armament? Is it not biscuits that I've been trading on? And of course, people will say all kinds of things. They will tell me the challenging environment, the Lebanese and Indians that are there, that you can't succeed because we have inferiority complex in our country. But the way, I feel in entrepreneurship is that it is a long, lonely road. The vision you see is between you and your God. And what you need to do is develop the will and passion and focus on what you want to do. So the challenges we faced was enormous. But our job is to surmount obstacle. The banks refused to give us money. I didn't give up. I went offshore, I got the money. They refused to give me working capital. or to build a new factory. I kept on pushing until somebody listening to me. All you simply have to do is to make sure you articulate what you want to do beyond just physical numbers, you're talking about. You must also articulate the philosophy behind your idea and what you want to achieve. One of the things that was very paramount to me was that I want to make the best biscuits for Nigerian children, who are actually my target audience. So I wasn't interested in what anybody was saying, because most of them never even manufactured biscuits, talk less trading on it. So people, kept on saying all kinds of things they were saying. I wasn't interested. I remember a banker asked me who are my competitors. I told them I don't have one. They thought I was mad, because I've surveyed all they have in the market, and they weren't decide what they want. But I know that if I do the best quality I can, that I will succeed. And that was clear in my mind. And with that, I was not interested in all their criticisms. They can say whatever they want to say. Because they have consigned our country to a situation where nobody can do anything except when you're Lebanese or Indian or you're a white man. That's all. But of course, that if I come to your village and know the village more than you, then you're not from there. If anybody can defeat us in Nigeria and kill us here, then we are completely gone. So that was basically my own view about the criticisms, and most of them I really brushed aside and I wasn't interested. And I went ahead to do what I wanted to do. And then thank God we succeeded. And then most of them that told me that those things are not possible, and now most of them are our biggest fans. So, but that's where life is. Entrepreneurship is a lonely journey. All people see is the success. But whatever challenges and obstacles and impediments you face, it should bring out the best in your creativity, talent. And then you must always strive to be sure that you don't take no as an answer. So that is basically my own response to criticism. So there are too many of them to mention. But at the end of the day, I knew they were wrong and I was right in my thinking. So today, the jury is still out. Most of them are, know that they were all talking trash. But that's a story for another day. Now, on the age, somebody asked a question about the age. Is that correct?
Yes, how young are they really? And I'm wondering whether that question is coming as a result of wanting to know whether we're breaching any labor law. I'm not sure.
No. We're not breaching any labor law, because once we only take kids that are 17 but will turn 18 in that year. Okay, that is basically what we do. Okay, and then what we try to do is that to be sure that our legal department, we are in tune with the labor laws and we don't violate any of these laws. Once they are 17 and approaching 18, we are allowed to employ them. Now, the reason why we do that is that if you catch them that young, that is when you can motivate them. That is when they are easily trainable. And that is where we influence them to go to school and study whatever they want to study. I remember that one of the young girls that I employed then from Benue State, after working for me for 6 months, she came and filled the paper in the reception that she wanted to send me. I said, of course, she can come. So she came. She said, I wanted to ask for a favor. I said, what favor? She said that she wanted to go to school. I said, why? I said, why not? What's the problem? She said that the mom and the dad doesn't have money to even buy a jam form. I said, how much is jam form? She told me, I said that, please wait. Just go and put down your name. We are going to compile names of people that want to go to school, and then we'll pay for the jam form. Why we do that is that anybody that makes up their mind to come and put their name down there means that they are serious. We pay for the jam form. She passed, went to Ahmadu Bello, did molecular biology.
Wow.
She made a 2-1.
Wow.
And then Brunel University in the UK gave her a scholarship because that was at the emerging time of HIV and it's a new major. And I asked her, why do you want to do molecular biology? Never heard about that. She said, sir, that's a new emerging area. Very young girl, sharp. She went to Brunel, full scholarship based on her performance in Ahmadu Bello. They were looking for young Africans that want to study that area. And she was given scholarship. She made a distinction. And they gave her PhD, they gave her scholarship to do PhD. The job the young girl did on HIV/AIDS, because she's from Benue, very prevalent there, defended the thesis in Brunel and passed. Today, after the defense, Oxford University hired her, and she's an Oxford scholar. The day she put it on her WhatsApp, that from selling biscuit on the streets of Nigeria, selling Beloxxi cream crackers, to an Oxford scholar, and was thanking me, my phone went scattered. We have so many of them. We have engineers, we have pharmacists. Some of them are all over the world. They still get in touch with me. And to me, that is the only way we can serve humanity. So that is why getting them early and trying to see where their mind is and support them. I just told the parents that all I did was just a little push. That's all. You know, so, I mean, that opened our eyes to the possibilities. And that is why we focus more on those kids. And make sure that we pick the best and brightest. And I tell them that every year when we do end of year party for them, I will tell them, look, factory work is not a profession. It is just a transit point for you to discover yourself. And my job is to make sure you understand that. If you work for me for 3-4 years and you're bright, I'll ask you, what is the big deal? Why are you still here? So you can go up and go to school so that other young ones can come. Sometimes when ASU is on strike and you come to my factory, you see a lot of them. They don't need me. They just come and tell the production manager, we are back. If they have made the roster for the week, you see some of them joining the cleaning crew. Cleaning, you know, mopping the floor. These are undergraduates, and they enjoy it. So to me, that is my own little way of serving humanity. Not just us mounting it, going to seminar, say a lot of things, but we try to practicalize some of these things. And some of them have ended up in places like Etisalat. I remember some years back, one of the guys that is one of their top engineers, I don't remember a lot of them, they touched my phone. And when I complained bitterly, you know, the guy was a supervisor for a Ikeja place. And when the guy saw Beloxxi, he almost sacked everybody there. I had to restrain him. Say, please, just a mistake, leave them. And he personally came to my office with all of them to apologize. But you see, these are the benefits of this thing. I don't remember this guy. I was given, I won EY award for Nigeria and West Africa for Emerging Entrepreneur. One of the managers walked up to me with the partner to come and thank me. She reminded me that I personally answered the questionnaire for her research project when she was working in my factory. I said, I don't remember anymore. That all of you have all grown and things like that. And so this is things I hear every day. And I asked, what do you do for EY? I said that she's now a manager. I said, beautiful. The partner was thanking me on her behalf. I said, no. She must be very bright. And I take liberty in doing these things for them. You know, if they're doing project, they come to question me. And I answer. I said, because this is the best I can do for them. So this is why we pick that age. Because to me, we need to draw a line and begin to groom young people for future generation. We can't just keep on blaming government and anything. Entrepreneurs are the ones that create society by our own action, by our own investment, by our own vision. So I think that is
That's amazing. That is so amazing. You know, I mean, even just that story about the Benue, that is really amazing. And it makes sense to catch them when they're very young and one can actually mold them.
Their mind is still very open.
Yeah,
And
very
you know,
well.
and at that time, and you see, all they need is somebody just direction. You know, when people visit me in the factory and I'm taking them around, and the way I throw banters with them, and they always amazed how I know their names. I always laugh. I said that, look, you know, a general without troops is no general. You know, these are the real people. And, you know, in talking to them, I get feedback what's happening and what we can do to do it better. And you'll be so shocked. All of them have my phone numbers. If anything is going wrong, I be the first person to hear. And when I come to the supervisor, I won't tell you who told me. I will say, look at this, look at that. Some of them will say, oh, somebody is gossiping. I say, it's not gossip. If you're a leader, you must listen. Correct it if it's wrong. Look in that direction. When it's it's true. I say, that is that. If they want you to fail, they will allow you to make the mistakes. So don't worry about who told me. The important thing is that we are doing the right thing. Our job is to flood this place with good people so that it will be easy to manage the few deviants. But if you begin to look for who told me and who didn't do this, nobody would. They will allow you to fail.
That's so true.
It goes.
And
That's one beautiful thing about young people. You know,
yeah.
their mind is still open. Their mind is still beautiful. If you mold it properly, you can't imagine the potential and the force that comes with their talent. And that's what I enjoy about what I do.